Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, white diamond clear minds of the new heaven upon the new earth. With the Lion's Gate portal still open and the super full moon in Aquarius tomorrow, we have massive energies continuing to flood this realm with higher energetics directly from the great central sun. The collective is receiving a deeper cleansing and purification through these activations, as all starseeds continue to receive downloads and recalibrations of their solar Christos DNA 12 strands of higher vibrational light. All Earth angelic ground crew are further anchoring and integrating the codes of freedom and abundance for our galactic teams of light. As we step into full divine sovereignty, nothing can stop the Great Awakening. We keep holding the line and keeping the faith as the divine plan is fully enacted and our total planetary liberation commences. We are in the final preparation phases for the quantum leap of consciousness and our great exodus out of the old false 3D suffering matrix and into our pure land of eternal bliss forevermore. Victory of the light and love of Source is ours. The kingdom of God is at hand. Brothers and sisters of the light, together we rise. Aho! Welcome, beloved beings of light. I am Paul White Gold Eagle with PrimeDisclosure.com. We have many powerful transmissions again for you today from our sacred New Earth scribes, so be sure to stick around to the very end, and please do us a favor and share this video with your teams and tribes all over this realm. And a quick update, hopefully our website will be back up and running tomorrow. We have an IT crew working on this as we speak. So thank you all for your prayers and blessings and your concerns. Namaste. And now we continue with the Sabian symbols. Right now the moon is at 4 degrees, 40 minutes Aquarius. The sun is at 18 degrees, 25 minutes Leo. The current Sabian symbol for the sun at 19 degrees Leo. A houseboat party. And the current Sabian symbol for the moon at 5 degrees Aquarius. A council of ancestors. From astrologyweekly.com. And from Divine Brothor of the Light, Paramahansa Yogananda. Self-realization, knowing your infinite nature. You are concentrated on the isolated wave of your body and its finite life. Thus you forget that infinite omnipresence of God. But when you realize that the life in all bodies and in all manifestations in nature is nothing but outbursts of God's consciousness, then you are in His eternal presence. God is ever in the stars and in the clouds of the earth and in our thoughts, feelings, and will. And when you perceive this, then you realize your connection with infinity. That is self-realization. You feel yourself no longer as a little wavelet of life, but as the ocean itself. Stillness. Why do I ask you to be silent to meditate? As you become calm and your meditation deepens, the sensation and awareness of the little body recede. You feel an expansion of your being beyond the boundaries of the mortal form. The vast inner space becomes bigger and bigger. You begin to feel that you are this space, boundless consciousness, pervaded with ever-increasing happiness and peace. It is then that you realize you are something much greater than the body. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Valerie A. Elster, feeling a reverse vector, magnetics plus strong Schumann vacuum, creating a possible mandala effect, galactic math. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Eliza White, I am presence. All pain is lifted from the world. Say it with me, I am here, whole and unbound. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Gis Baez, over the past few days we have managed to recover and integrate over 88,000 Olmec fragments with stunningly heartbreaking but full of learning stories. The divinity showed me the incredible activation of divine opulence on earth due to wing integration of the same. We are blessed to witness these moments. A gold shower of blessings heading your way towards us. Glory to God in heaven and on earth. 8-8. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Quana Micheila. Energy Report, August 10th, 2022. High Pressure Solar Light, Crystallization Stage. We being polished. High pressure solar light and crystalline frequencies to the physical structure to polish, transform, alchemize physical density, allowing crystalline light body, its stage, evolution, crystallization. Both components together, solar, crystalline, creates less sharp energy substance than when we are receiving pure material crystal frequencies. But even with this, energy intensity from 1 to 5 points is having stable 6. Immense energies from August 9th are increased into August 10th, all time zones. Not just higher, but high vibrations presently are working on the body and the light body level. Fastly spinning, rotating deeply through the layers of the cellular sublevels. Part of the important stage is focused on the upper part of the head, forehead, top of the head, and the part where the brain is located. Due to this is common for the collective. Felt pressure to the head, eyes, forehead, temple areas, different degrees of headache or similar sensations. To ache also in the back of the head, down in the neck, muscles, heads, energy channels, right and or left side, cold symptoms, watery eyes, red eyes, sinusitis, sore throat. For the physical matter, energies can be felt like direct pressure to the head, shoulders, body, sensitivity in the big energy channels between the neck and the shoulders, senses in shoulder blades area. Real sense of being under pressure, body responds with unrest, anxiety, unstable emotional, gamma, stress, scattered attention and more, body temperature changes, skin quality, problematic skin, itching and heat. We are being polished. From Quana Micheila. And from Ascension Lightworkers. In this next full moon and after the intense Lionsgate portal opening, there is a major reset happening within many of us. If you are feeling tired, spaced out, or experiencing inertia, this is a temporary state of being while this reset continues. Many of us are now winding up all of our old karmic and completed or redundant soul contracts, our habitual ways of being and doing. The pictures of reality that we have lived with for so long are now changing, and the new ones are not yet known. In fact, most likely there will never be the same kind of certainty that most of us have grown up with ever again. We are now entering an age of emergence, where we are living in the moment, navigating by our senses, learning to go with what feels good, our intuition, our desires, and our inner knowing. Life is going to be very organic, which means our old ways of doing things and how we see life is going to be vastly different. We're going to need to know how to be in the flow with the evolutionary impulse as well as our own cyclical nature, and this is something that will feel pretty alien to many. We will be learning how to stay true to ourselves, while at the same time repurposing our skills and experience to serve in a new, more collaborative way than we have before. At this time, plenty of rest, good nutrition, time in nature, and contemplation or journaling activities can be supportive in helping us integrate whilst this major reset is happening. These can be times when we feel great loss, and it is important to let the tears fall even when we are not sure why we are crying. At a soul level, much is changing and reorienting. This takes time and energy. We are on the brink of a golden opportunity to do things differently to how we have before. A childlike stance of curiosity and willingness to try things out are helpful at this time. Above all, kindness and patience. For ourselves and for each other, kindness and compassion is the new Earth's energy. By universal faith and hope. And from Divine Brother of the Light Diego E. Berman, Ph.D., Energy update post 8/8 pre-supermoon. Dear friends, as some of you may be sensing, the energies right now are quite hectic. We are in the eye of the hurricane, right past the intense 8/8 Lionsgate and the supermoon tidal energy wave. You might feel literally like walking between two worlds, standing between the past that's leaving your reality and the future that is being woven by the new you. These days, as we approach the supermoon, you could feel disorienting, both physically and emotionally. The veil is lifting, and each of us is being pushed towards a timeline that will guide you to a truer version of yourself. Vivid dreams, old memories resurfacing, and past relationships might come into focus for clearing and finally integrating the lessons they intended for us. Allow the process to flow as much as possible. Under the theme of Aquarius, this supermoon energy will be conducive for any processes that use the water element, such as baths, swimming, or drinking blessed water. Be well, friends, and enjoy this unique moment. Much love from DiegoBerman.com. And from Divine Sis Star of the Light, Lumi Ray. White-winged lions transmission, fourth ray of purity, ascension, the luminous heart, 528 miracle tone, Myra. Today's download of numerology and geometric alignments have gifted us the collective, the genetic codex for our fifth dimensional triple helix DNA. The mathematical calculations bring us back into the 144 Shambhala, white ray of purity and ascension alignment that was shifted at the time of the great Sphinx disruptions in Egypt that are now back online as we catch up to the 5D ascension timelines from Golden Atlantis. The white ray is known for its ability for rapid purification and ascension through initiation. After all, it is Serapis Bey, solar masculine, who is the Chohan of this ray, known in secret schools as the keeper of dragon wisdom, alongside his high priestess, Lady Isis. They call for spiritual discipline and ceremonial magic as they use pure crystal technology to accelerate your process in an ascension seat. This purification through all body systems, physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual, will be a wild ride of sensitivity, but this is all to hold the higher light as the great white-winged lion and lionesses now reestablish themselves from mythology to ascension guides of the 5D-7D Gaia. The three pillars interwoven with the 8/8 Codex provides the very basis of our new triple helix DNA light embodiment. This codex produces the tone of 528 Miracle, frequency of light as per John the Baptist key code that is a transmission from Ra, solar father sun. This means today is the day that much of the veil is lifted through collective time belief systems, so prepare for miraculous blessings as you align into this purification process. I purposely haven't gone into the full calculations as this will be in my new upcoming activation module of the Luminous Heart called Champagne Aura Ray, which activates the new 144 chakra system. If you have the will, you will, and earnestness, you will understand these patterns and geometries and get the insight and revelation of this beautiful download on the Syrian Lionsgate portal. So take flight, enjoy the transmission as today marks a significant shift of our time of miracles. With luminous love, Lumi Ray, the luminous heart. And from Divine Sis Star of the Light, Suryananda Ayed, the great cosmic sun, the dual sun and the second sun of the great central sun, threefold sun trinity of the great central sun, and with Lionsgate released onto Gaia's shift, August 10, 2022, with Father and Divine Mother and the Elohim from the great central sun. From the great cosmic sun, Akashic Records. The shift of the 10th of August, by its description, is described as being aligned very specifically to and with the great cosmic sun as being the second and dual sun of the great central sun. With this shift released and activated onto Gaia more fully with the great cosmic sun, assists inhabitants on Gaia to be more closely attuned and aligned not only to pure consciousness, with that recognition and understanding defined as losing the sense of separation with and of the great central sun. This being the key to the shift of the 10th of August 2022. The shift of the 10th of August has been a continuation of many shifts as shared recently, whilst also being connected to other shifts and events shared onto Gaia and inhabitants. This deeper alignment and awareness assists not only masters from the great central sun, if home, but also masters from stars and other worlds in these present times. The great central sun, the omnipresent, omnipotent power of creation existence itself. Thus the long-awaited and retrieval as to creation and existence itself will begin to filter into the consciousness of many more on Gaia than has been so for long durations. Further shifts will be released onto Gaia and inhabitants, all affecting and being of the great assistance to Gaia as ascension into higher frequencies continues. The great cosmic sun has waited for many long durations for this to be affected and released onto Gaia. Within the great central sun, much excitement continues as further release of what has been unmanifested consciousness becomes manifest consciousness, as yet more veils on Gaia continue to be transcended. And from Divine Sis Star of the Light, Victoria Lillian Quest, August 9, 2022, 3:33 a.m. Dear beloved family, early this morning I had the most celestial presence with me, glistening light. Beloved Yeshua was with me, feeling my body lifted with a sparkling vibration. Every fiber of my being was alive and felt weightless. I believe that all of us are and will be soon experiencing this blessing. It was revealed to me as we pass through the portal of the 2022 Lion's Gate. We are now leaping moment to moment into heaven on the new earth. We are passing now through the eye of the needle. Can you feel it? Wow, it is different than any sensation I have experienced, even during my near-death experience of 1981, and again my near-death of exactly 1 year ago on August 10th, 2021, had bacterial pneumonia. We are moving into the next octave, dear ones. Every day, be in grace, trust, love unconditionally, embrace beauty, embrace each other, be compassionate, patient, loving, joyful. Our journey is just beginning. Alleluia, alleluia. A new day is dawning in our divine intelligence, remembering who we are and God's divine plan. Sleep deep when you can. Refresh your soul. Soon, really soon. Blink and we are home. My love and blessings to you all. Victoria Lillian Quest, Angel Contactee, Galactic Commander, Andromedan Nordic Fleets, Council of Light. And from Divine Sis Star of the Light, Raylene Brady, the Gateway Gifting. And as we reach the peak of the 8-8 frequencies, remain mindful and in the attitude of gratitude for the immense gifting of this Lion's Gate passage. It is said that if one can hold the attitude of gratitude, physical immortality is attained. The current intensity may be palpably perceived as simultaneous disorientation and reordering, as we realize all the things that are unnecessary, distractions to avoid the inevitable, as we harmonize with the spiritual nature of time. Rest and digest is the true order of the day, as the fragmentation of our emotional states, accumulated on past, future, linear timelines integrate. We organically release any and all trapped holographic inserts of inertia held in our cellular structures. In this way we are unlocking vast treasure troves within. And as the seemingly worsening state of crisis induced by human misadventure reaches its crescendo, within the final act of the pantomime, the illusory nature of shadow play inversions is being recognized for what it is, stagnant, finite, unevolving in nature. In this way, as linear time loops back on itself in an infinity pattern, 8-8, and collapses through the actualization of our conscious choice points, it is this that we may intentionally release the unconscious psycho-emotional ties that bind. As we internally declutter, new space frontiers miraculously emerge before our eyes. Feeling this, integrate it. All within our galaxy are reordering accordingly, assimilating and absorbing the truth of this as knowing. Conscious life reaches immortal complexity climax through symbiosis, not dominance or one cultural species. In unified symbiosis, our entire galaxy organically shifts. And as liquid light floods your consciousness, your sense of being, cling not to the edge of the river. For your inner confluence, fluidity is our natural state of being. We are now entering into emotional free flow as the influx of Christic light tangibly reaches into our inner core. It's not that challenges suddenly cease to present in dimensionality, but that our hearts and minds remain source-connected and guided. In Christic consciousness, we do not deny our feelings, but return to being self-regulating and self-governing, entering unto the kingdom with ease and grace. Every internal shift we make, adhering to the principles of geological and biological evolution, creates cosmogenesis, a mega-synthesis directed by the super soul within. Take the plunge, and create this as an optimal reality as we co-create our unified evolutionary vision. Divergent, parallel, and convergent evolutionary pathways now merge, as epochal, catastrophic, miasmic events perpetuated from within our unconscious, personal and planetary cellular states find peace. Now is not then is not now. Fascinatingly, convergent is the independent evolution of similar features in species of different periods or epochs in time. Geo-exo-ancestral housekeeping, convergent evolution creates analogous structures that have similar form or function, but were not present in the last common ancestor of those groups. On the contrary, homologous structures adapt to different purposes as the result of descent with dependency on this modification from a common ancestor or dominance hierarchies. As such, we as eternal light beings hold within the golden key codes to break free from any limiting genetic processes as a species, via our own ability to evolve beyond the constraints of linear time, dictating the outcomes of our biological systems. Feeling this, integrate it. Our Earth star is already chosen and is unveiling her dimensional facets. As our earthly skin suits are made manifest through her divine elemental and molecular structures, egoic free will as sidetracking resistance tactics are ultimately futile. Feeling this, integrate it. Aligning with divine will through the divinity held in nature supports us in our endeavors to return to a state of grace and godhood right here and now. If you desire to elevate, then simply spend as much time absorbing and assimilating the transcendent communique occurring within the spiritual dimensions of our earth and natural world, sacred listening and art rekindling. Therefore, the Lionsgate portal is providing the dimensional structures required as an opportunity never before experienced by humankind within the parameters of such extreme density and duality, all the while synthesizing photonic light plasma and frequency bands that are surpassing the etheric Lemurian and golden Atlantean models. Feeling this, integrate it. As masters of time within time, we are endowed with the capacity to effortlessly move through and traverse beyond the finite bounds of greater and lesser cosmic cycles of consciousness. And to this degree of heart-centered awareness is to the degree of our geo-exo-biology adjusts accordingly. As such, the awakening masters of time are no longer marking passages of time through lines. As the masters of time, we can calibrate time through our innate, non-linear, spatial pathways. We are not just intellectualizing the energies around us, but actually feeling the stars in our bones, and our very own golden solar blood plasma interfacing with the entire solar system. Feel it, integrate it. Self-actualization brings true self-realization. Continue to observe the shadow play highlighted through the casting of unprecedented light during the solar gateway sanctioning. Remain in neutral charge, bear witness, and attest as your inner standing. Your soul degrees are instantaneously authenticated and registered with the Earth Core oracles and are rewritten, replenished, and restored within the living libraries of Gaia Galactica. For me, each Lionsgate passage creates a resurgence, an evolving springboard, catapulting us as source-guided beings into new realities, launched through the sincere questing of the awakening masses. We are simultaneously anchoring, alchemizing, restorative spiritual principles laid out as a living, breathing, and evolving foundation. Intend that you ignite your innate God spark as you move with ease and grace through this Lion's Gateway. Know in your heart of hearts that your very own God spark in turn shines brighter than 1,000,000 suns, that if in all the material glory do not realize the ultimate source of their form, function, and luminosity, too must eventually peter out within time. With much strength, courage, and love, High Heart Gateway blessings all, Raylene Brady. And from Divine Sis Star of the Light, Ramona Lappin, the return of Sophia, the Law of One, Emerald Order, and opening of the Hall of Records. The spirit and divine essence of the Holy Sophia has now been fully returned to Earth. The divine feminine principle and cosmic heart of the Mother healed, her divine love, compassion, and presence, has been fully returned to all of life everywhere. The divine wisdom and gnosis of our ancient future past that is now flooding all, and that was held within her cosmic heart, now awakens within us all. A new cosmic consciousness descends upon Earth and the whole multiverse. A divine reunion, rebirth and reset of the one consciousness, and she rebirths all through her cosmic womb. The Lyran Stargate has been fully repaired and activated, merging heaven on earth as one upon the earthly planes, as all multidimensional versions now fully merge, allowing us to merge with our crystalline diamond avatar self and Ascension Earth. All of our multidimensional selves and DNA are now being fully activated, and our true memories return. Activating the organic creatrix field, activating our diamond avatar, triple diamond sun body, and divine blueprint of the 144 plus 3 as 1, 72 strands of triple helix DNA, RNA, and quantum time codes. Powerful Ra Center solar plexus upgrades providing highest protection and activation and strengthen our golden ore body. 14th dimensional chakra assisting us to rest and fully anchor in the 0-point field. Divine neutrality and balance, clearing all remaining reversals, dissolving 2D, 4D shadow bodies and membranes, and merging the male and female polarities in perfect balance and harmony. The quantum time codes unlock within our DNA a multiverse unified as one organic creatrix field, from within the full ignition of our own sacred DNA and breaking open of our diamond rose and crystal lotus hearts. Hearts and minds unify and open up wide as one unified intelligence field. This is the supernova of the heart event. Here now, tune in, the event horizon. Enjoy the ascend. The false matrix simulation and experiment now ends. Eternal love, Ramona. And from Divine Sis Star of the Light, Aurora Ray, how to enter the 5D world's infinite possibilities. Dear beloved ones, we are the Galactic Federation. We want to assist the humans on Earth to get into the 5th dimension in as many as possible ways by unblocking your chakras and connecting you with divine source energy, because this is the only way to awaken, ascend, and make contact with other civilizations through DNA activation and DNA transformation. In the 3D world, every day you can feel different vibrations. Some vibrate with fearful concepts and others vibrate with more loving concepts. When you are in a state of fear, your astral body does not work at its perfect level. If this is the case for you, you can work on your astral body by practicing yoga, pranayama, and breathing exercises to bring karmic balance into your life. Breath is something you do every day without thinking about it, but to your body, it's the most vital thing you can do. Breathing is how your body gets oxygen, which is needed for all living things to function properly. Breath is also symbolic of life itself. Without breath, there is no life. Prana means breath. The word prana comes from the Sanskrit language and refers to the original primordial life force. Breath connects you to divine energy by bridging the gap between the 3D and the 5D worlds. The bridge must be utilized. Have you ever paid attention to your breathing while in a poor mood, such as worry, tension, or anger? Your breathing will be quick and erratic when you're in these moods. When you're in love, pay attention to your breathing. It will have a specific beat and melody to it. If you break the balance, love will go away. Create that harmony instead and love will appear. A specific feeling can only be experienced in a specific way with a specific rhythm or breath, or a non-rhythm of breath. You must comprehend the science of breathing. Understanding is not the same as knowing. You will transcend beyond something if you truly understand it. You'll get beyond it. It will become second nature to you. You will master your emotions once you understand them and master your breathing. When your forefathers and mothers lived in the woods and caves, they were frequently threatened by animal attacks and natural disasters. They had to fight or escape to get out of dangerous situations. To fight or run, their bodies demanded additional strength. The hypothalamus is alerted when the amygdala in the brain detects a potentially harmful circumstance. The hypothalamus communicates with the nervous system, which instructs the adrenal glands to release stress hormones such as cortisol, adrenaline, and noradrenaline. These hormones increase heart rate, blood pressure, energy levels, and blood glucose levels. They also improve oxygen availability to cells by increasing heart rate and dilation of the bronchioles, allowing them to fight or run from danger. The breathing rate increases to compensate for lack of oxygen. Even if you do not confront danger as frequently as your predecessors did, your bodies contain the same mechanism. As a result, your body creates these stress hormones whenever you are faced with a stressful situation. Because you're not doing anything physical to expend this energy, it starts to react on its own. It causes tension and stress, resulting in agitation and anxiety. Your breathing is controlled by your mind. Your breathing is in sync with your thoughts. The rhythm of your breath is affected by any changes in your state of mind. It's also true in the other direction. You may modify your state of mind by changing the rhythm of your breath. You may change and transcend your thinking by merely watching particular spots on your breath. Simply keep an eye on it and feel the breath. The first spot is inhalation. Then as the breath is in, it stops for a short second. This is the second spot to keep an eye on. The third spot to keep an eye on is when the breath turns and goes out. Then after the breath is totally out, it comes to a complete stop for a fraction of a second. This is the fourth spot to keep an eye on. You will reach a new level of feeling if you can watch all four spots. Suddenly there will be a rhythm, and your breath will be in harmony with the universe. This is a state that is beyond explanation. There is no involvement of the mind. Watching is a property of your consciousness, not a quality of your mind. When you watch, your mind stops, and you transcend your mind, plunging into the ultimate ecstasy you have ever known. Begin to understand the essence of the ultimate delight that you have never had before. This ultimate delight frees you from the constraints and flaws of the 3D world, allowing you to enter the 5D world's infinite possibilities. We love you dearly. We are here with you. We are your family of light. Aho, Aurora Ray, Ambassador of the Galactic Federation from thegalacticfederation.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Carolyn 144 God Code. Honor your inner light and shine bright, beloveds. You have the power, anointing, and truth in your hands to continue growing bright. The entities that have dimmed your light in the past cannot any longer. Take hold and take flight, as you are free of being held back ever again. The energies of the upcoming Mercury retrograde are bringing you redemption from all the times you have played it small. New times are here where those psychic attacks will transmute with the final galactic endings that are here. In this new cycle, you are a powerful feminine leader with love and unity as your foundation of success. As we leave the separation agreement and enter into the oneness unified field, it will be easier to evolve into this lifestyle and role. So much has been happening, including a lot of lessons that may have caused setbacks. Refocus the thoughts on all you have learned, what you don't want to repeat, and how you can do better. Have sympathy and acceptance for yourself. The majority of what transpired began from childhood trauma that you have healed. Remember that, beloveds. Use your knowledge of all you have overcome to recreate the life you want, and focus your attention on that moving forward. Take time to rest with self-care to recharge and reset your energy. In Jesus Christos' name, God bless you. Love, Carolyn Kundalini Twin Flames. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Leah Whitehorse. Sun in Leo, square North Node in Taurus, and South Node in Scorpio. The sun is on the Sabian symbol, a houseboat party. Here we are now, entertain us, sings the sun loudly, rocking the boat with his dance. But as soon as he has our attention, the beaming smile falls away, and we find ourselves in a dramatic pause. The spotlight falls on us. Stage fright kicks in. What's my line? We're now at a critical junction between eclipses, between past and future, the known and unknown. To push past this point, the first instruction is know thyself. We need to check in with whether we are living in alignment with our core identity, or whether we're playing a part with the hope of achieving fame, fortune, success, acceptance, love, recognition, approval. Where do you choose complexity over simplicity? Where do you repeat the same patterns because the change is hard? Where do you stay stuck because some part of you doesn't believe that you are worthy of more? Consider what makes you light up from the inside out, and how can you live more of this? Address fears to illuminate the way forward. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And today from the Tzolk'in Times, Keen 84, Yellow Rhythmic Seed. Rhythmic is the name for the number 6, and its keywords are equality, balance, and organize. The 6th day stresses the importance of walking that fine line, grounding yourself and checking that you are currently balanced. If you take care of the practicalities, no matter how mundane, this will certainly help you get into a good rhythm today. Having our heads in the clouds all the time can lead to instability. Find your rhythm and you'll be able to strut your stuff more effectively. Today is Yellow Seed, which represents awareness, targeting, and flowering. These days are great for sharing wisdom and planting seeds of knowledge with the intention of sowing awareness. As it is a rhythmic day, this combination of number and days suggests that we need to organize to sow awareness, or that we must be aware that we need to find balance. The end result is flowering, or in other words, thriving. May you grow with wisdom today. It's a perfect day for gardening and planting seeds. The rhythm of nature teaches us balance. If you want something to flower, you must take care of it and provide a balanced environment. The guide today is also the Yellow Seed, and so a double helping of that energy. Whenever a day is guided by itself's own power is doubled. There is no external influence that affects the day. This is great if you enjoy the day, but if it's your challenge, it can be a double helping of annoyance. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, Yellow Rhythmic Seed, 6 Khan, Keen 84, 10th of August 2022, Seeding New Potential. 10/8/2022 equal 10/8/6 equal 114 equal 15 equal 6. Day codes 10 manifestation, authority, power. 1 new beginnings, original, unique. 6 heaven, Christ, harmony, fertility, family. Month year codes 8 infinite abundant source flow. 6 14 media, publicity, promotion, recognition. 5 freedom, liberation, change, transformation. Keen 84 equal 12 equal 3 Holy Trinity. An important day to start planting divine seeds that will liberate your mission and grow into your legacy. Day 6 in the blue storm wave spell of purification, cleansing, transformation and evolution. Today's focus is on transforming our physical reality through balance and equality to seed our highest potential, creating effortless flow. Tone of creation, rhythmic tone 6 in the physical realm. Action balances, power organizes, essence equality. The rhythmic phase is the one where this all adventuring and radiating miracle that is you learns to walk, but consciously, precisely, with fine organizational instincts and what superb balance we see. Very soon you have mastered walking and are up and running. Go forth and explore your territory. Today is a day to focus in order to create balance and equality in our physical world. Expand your vision on what may be possible, to see that so much more is possible beyond the realm of this illusionary existence. Today's question is, what projects and ideas can I commence today that seed the new time, leading us to our endless bounty in the Garden of Eden? Divine blessings for the flourishing of your bountiful gardens. In la ketch a la keen. Christina White, Magnetic World Bridger, Keen 66. Keen 84, Yellow Rhythmic Seed. The mantra, the code for today is, I organize in order to target. Balancing awareness. I seal the input of flowering. With the rhythmic tone of equality. I am guided by the power of my own power doubled. And on this powerful day of activations, transformations, and manifestations, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notification on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcription of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now I'd like to take the time to thank everyone supporting us in our work and mission. It's because of your monthly pledges and donations we're able to continue this work. So if you'd like to help support our work, our mission, and this channel, and help us continue bringing these daily transmissions to the world, you can either make a monthly pledge to our Patreon page at whitegoldeagle.com or a one-time donation to our PayPal account at eaglelovecondor.com. Now I'd like to also thank everyone supporting my Sacred Condor's artwork. You could purchase her beautiful handmade goddess totems, zodiac goddesses, healing jewelry, and other works of art at lunagoddessart.com. Now we're going to complete today's transmissions with a powerful prayer from Divine Sister of the Light, Aurelia. I open my heart to Thee, prayer. My beloved victorious I Am presence, light of my soul. My beloved Holy Christ Self, wisdom of my soul. Beloved Father, Mother, God from the great central sun. Beloved Masters of the great white brotherhood. 7 mighty archangels and the 7 Elohim of God. Beloved Virgo, our dear Mother Earth. I am so willing to be filled with the love of God. I open my heart to Thee. I am so longing for grace from the heart of God. I open my heart to Thee. I am so hoping to become divine love. I open my heart to Thee. I now pour forth my love and devotion to Thee, asking to be restored to my eternal cosmic freedom. As I am renewed in Thy embrace, I feel the peace of Thy eternal love flame. From the 7 Sacred Flames by Aurelia. Thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. Have a most beautiful, blessed, and powerful super full moon in Aquarius tomorrow. Keep walking gently your sacred path with heart, with peace and love in every step, and keep shining your light brightly into the night. Be sure to make this day and every day the best day ever. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.